Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tricia McGlenn, and I'm glad that Americans are speaking out in their concern for our indebtedness. I think we really do need healthcare reform, and I perceive that most of us do want Americans to be able to have healthcare. But the problem is, when you put everything into the central government, there are issues like paperwork. If you've ever worked for the government, I know some of you have been teachers, policemen, and the paperwork creates a lot of inefficiency. It creates a lot of money gone to bureaucrats, and that's why one reason I'm concerned about health care the way it is right now in this health care bill. And secondly, I think our country was founded in reaction to over-centralization and power in the government centrally, like in the kingship. And it's dangerous to have that much power and all the decision-making in the central government. And thirdly, and this is my last point, I know a lot of pro-choice groups like NARAL and Planned Parenthood are demanding that abortion be covered in the health care reform bill. My understanding is that it is currently in the House bill, and it is written in such a way that parental notification, which we now have in some states, and the 24-hour waiting period and such will be abolished, because it will all be included in the health care bill. And so no state laws, all those state laws would be overridden, and also healthcare workers would be required to perform abortions no matter what they believe. Now, this is what I've heard. I'm just saying, I hope that doesn't happen. So I did hear a person reading it, and I spent the entire day trying to find it. And so anyway, that is my point, and I hope for that.
I'm Dick Snyder from Morro Bay, California. I've never been really active like this, but I'm very convicted over our last several administrations in Congress, including the Republicans and the Democrats. Both of them are completely out of their minds. I just want to say something. I know that they're trying to ignore them in the news media, ignore the tea parties going on across the country, but everybody needs to go to the tea parties, because it's a way that a shy person like me can get their voice heard. I just want to say one thing that I want all of us to tell our Congress people, and that includes Lois Capps and Boxer, Feinstein, Pelosi, everybody, McCarthy, whatever, that is involved with our state and our community, is this right here. I want you to slow down, stop, take a breath, and when it comes to spending our money, stop. Stop. In the world is the rush. Everything seems to be an immediate, have to do it right this second, or it's down the drain. And this is what they're telling us. But what our big news now is we as Americans, we're now listening up, and things will change if we voice. So I want to challenge all of you to do that. And call Lois Capps' office and let her know that.
Hello, my name is Jack Eggleston. I have a business here since 1979. I know many of you out here. Okay, pardon me. I've had about 14 throat operations, so bear with me. So far I've heard everybody's views in here, and it just seems like there's a lot of people that want to help, and I think we should all, get together on all of these things and quit fighting amongst ourselves and just continue on. This is a good thing. But anyway, so I gotta do the whole works of Shakespeare here in 5 minutes or 2 minutes. So, who has a business? Who are business people here? Raise your hands. Okay. Who has ever lived in Canada, New Zealand, other countries with socialized medicine? Okay, I have too. Okay. It's a tough deal, but who's got 5 years to live or less here? I'm self-employed. I can't afford my health care. I'm fortunate. Business has been good, and worked 37 hard years. And some people can't. I think there should be some help for them, but there kind of is. I picked up a homeless man up off the street and brought him to Twin Cities Hospital, and they took care of him. My insurance is pretty high, pre-existing condition, so on and so forth. So I drive an old car instead of a new car. I afford it. My son uses my daughter used the Healthy Families Plan, which is somewhere 30% of what I pay, and they're taken care of. I'm not saying it's a perfect system, but it seems to be working. And I think if we all get together and just work on refining this and keep the free enterprise in it. Free enterprise does keep the cost down of things. It keeps all of our costs down. So that's cool.